guys, hope you are doing great. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Homeostasis, because everything in life has to have balance. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In our previous video we discussed the parts of upper respiratory tract, जिसकी हम quickly revise कर लेते हैं. Upper respiratory tract includes nasal cavity, and second part is pharynx. Pharynx के बाद आ जाता है larynx. So, जब आप ब्रीथ करते हैं तो ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स इट मूव्स इनटू द nasal cavity. Nasal cavity is filled with the cells which secretes mucus. This mucus is salty and sticky, and it has enzymes which are called as lysozymes. These lysozymes kills the bacteria. The nasal cavity is aligned with hairs which are present in your nostrils. These hairs are coated with mucus. So whenever any foreign particle, which is dust or bacteria, enters into your nostrils, these hairs capture those bacteria and dust particles and convert them into boogers. So this mucus also moist the oxygen, and blood capillaries which are present under the mucous membrane, they warm the air. Now this warm and moist air will enter from the nasal cavity into the pharynx. Now the relatively moist and the warm air enters into the pharynx. The part where nasal cavity and the pharynx meet is called as nasopharynx. And the part where oral cavity and the pharynx meet is called as oropharynx. Now this part of your mouth is soft palate. Now this soft palate is present near the pharynx or throat. Okay, इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस है क्योंकि सॉफ्ट पैलेट के साथ एक पेंडुलम लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होती है जिसे यूव्यूला कहा जाता है. ये यूव्यूला एक्ट करता है एज अ वॉल के तौर पे. ठीक है, हाउ जब भी आप फूड इनटेक करते हो थ्रू योर माउथ, ये यूव्यूला क्लोज कर देता है नेजल कैविटी को ताकि वो जो फूड है वो नाक में ना जा सके. ठीक है, सो इट प्रिवेंट्स द मूवमेंट ऑफ फूड फ्रॉम माउथ इनटू द नोज. क्लियर? Now the next part of the pharynx is present near the larynx, this part, which is laryngopharynx. Larynx is also called as sound box. But अगर देखा जाए ऑक्सीजन and food is following the same path. Now, here comes the role of epiglottis. Epiglottis is the uppermost part of larynx. जब आप खाना खाते हो, एपिग्लॉटिस जो है वो आपके जो सांस की नाली है उसको बंद कर देता है. जब उसे बंद कर देता है तो फूड आपके माउथ से होता हुआ किस में चला जाता है? एजोफेगस में. And it does not allow the movement of food into windpipe or trachea and prevents you from choking. और अगर एयर के अलावा कोई भी चीज़ आपके लेरिंग्स के अंदर चली जाती है तो आपकी बॉडी के अंदर एक रिफ्लेक्स सेक्शन होता है कफिंग का जो कि इस चीज़ को आपके माउथ से बाहर निकाल देती है. अब जब ये ऑक्सीजन या एयर इंटर होती है फ्रॉम फेरिंग्स इनटू द लेरिंग्स विच इज अ कार्टिलेज स्ट्रक्चर, इसके अंदर होते हैं वोकल फोल्ड्स. दिस एयर विल वाइब्रेट द फोल्ड्स and will produce sound. Now from larynx the air enters into the next part that is trachea, जिसको आज हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. That was your revision of your previous topic. Now let's start today's video. Now the next part after the larynx is trachea. Trachea is the first part of lower respiratory tract. After trachea, the second part is bronchi and then bronchioles, which opens into alveoli, and alveoli are present inside the lungs. Okay, now come to the trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe. If you look at its structure, it is about 10 to 12 centimeter long. And it is 2 centimeter wide. If we look at its structure, it is made up of ring-like structures which are made up of cartilage. These, ठीक है, इनकी बात की जा रही है. These are rings which are made up of cartilage. Number of these rings is 16 to 20. Now, if we look at the internal structure of the trachea, it is lined with the mucous membrane. This mucous membrane is made up of ciliated epithelial cells. Ciliated epithelial cells. If you look at the structure, these are cilia. जैसा कि इसके पास म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन होती है तो दैट्स मीन कि म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन सिक्रीट्स म्यूकस एंड इट आल्सो हैज सिलिया. सो हमने जैसे पहले पढ़ा था, म्यूकस हेल्प इन द ट्रैपिंग ऑफ फॉरेन पार्टिकल. ठीक है, और सिलिया बीट करते हैं और इनकी बीटिंग की वजह से मूवमेंट होती है. सो एनी फॉरेन पार्टिकल if enters the trachea, as trachea has cilia and these cilia are covered with mucus, this mucus will trap the foreign particle. Okay, और फिर इसके रिजल्ट में आपकी बॉडी के अंदर एक रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन होगा विच इज कफिंग और उस कफिंग के थ्रू ये फॉरेन पार्टिकल आपके ट्रैकिया से रिमूव हो जाएगा इनटू लैरिंग्स, and from larynx it will enter into the pharynx, and from pharynx which is your throat it will enter into your mouth, और mouth से उसको बाहर फेंक दिया जाएगा. Now if you look at this part, a trachea is dividing into two branches. ठीक है, the point where it is dividing into two branches is called as carina, and these branches are called as bronchus. ठीक है, this one is right bronchus, and this one is left bronchus. Now these bronchus are divided into the small branches which are called as bronchioles, and these bronchioles will enter into the lungs. Now the next part of lower respiratory tract is bronchi. From previous we know that the trachea divides into two branches which are called as bronchus, which are plural form bronchus का है bronchi, and the singular bronchi, and they are two in numbers, the left bronchi and the right bronchi. The right bronchus has greater diameter as compared to left bronchi. This is very important, okay? Note it down. And second difference between right bronchus and the left bronchus is that right bronchus divided into three branches and left bronchus divide into two branches. Now if we look at the structure of the bronchus, they have similar structure like trachea, but there is a difference that trachea was made up of cartilaginous rings while the bronchi are made up of cartilaginous plates. These are the plates which I highlighted. These plates help to protect and to keep the bronchi open and supports the walls of bronchi. Now these bronchi in each lung, that is right lung and the left lung, they will divide and redivide into small network of airways. These airways are called as bronchioles. Clear? So now the next part of the respiratory tract is bronchioles. The bronchi divided and redivided into the smaller branches which are called as bronchioles. These are the right lung bronchioles and these are the left lung bronchioles. If you look at the location of bronchioles, they are lying at the end of bronchi. And if you look at their diameter, it is 1 millimeter. And the walls of bronchioles are made up of cuboidal epithelial cells. And these cells have cilia on them, so they are the ciliated epithelial cells. Now the most important point is that the bronchioles, ठीक है, जितना भी हमारे पास हमने एयरवे पढ़ा है उसमें ब्रोंक्यूल्स जो है वो वाहिद आप कह सकते हो स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं विच आर विदाउट कार्टिलेज, which means कि they are elastic. If they have no cartilage, that's mean कि ये हमारे पास expand भी हो सकते हैं and they can also contract. Okay. This expansion and the contraction has its own importance. This elasticity of bronchioles allow them to reduce or increase the airflow of lungs. ओके, सो दैट्स मीन कि लंग्स के अंदर जितनी भी एयर होती है उसका आप कह सकते हो जितना भी वॉल्यूम होगा वो डिपेंडेंट है इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ ब्रोंकियोल्स के ऊपर. नाउ these bronchioles will divide and redivide unless they enter into the small air sacs which are called as alveoli. And here the actual gaseous exchange of oxygen from lungs into blood and exchange of carbon dioxide from blood into lungs takes place. Now the last part of the conducting bronchiole is terminal bronchioles, which are then divided into the respiratory bronchioles. These respiratory bronchioles are very much different from other bronchioles because they have small pouch-like structure which are called as alveoli. There are 700 millions of alveoli are present in the lungs. ठीक है, तो that's mean they are providing the lungs with a very large surface area, adding to the lungs surface area. Surface area. Now, if someone asks what is alveoli, so the answer is that the alveoli form the gas exchange surface. Gas exchange surface. What does that mean? अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने अपनी फर्स्ट वीडियो में फर्स्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस किया था द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी सर्फेसेस और उसमें मैंने एज एग्जांपल लिया था किसको, एल्वियोलाई को. तो एल्वियोलाई हमारे पास एक ऐसी सरफेस प्रोवाइड करता है लंग्स को ताकि उसके लंग्स के अंदर क्या हो सके, गैसियस एक्सचेंज हो सके. तो एल्वियोलाई क्या है, दे आर द गैस एक्सचेंज सरफेसेस. If we look at the diameter of alveoli, that is 0.1 micrometer, which is less than 1 millimeter. हमने ये डिस्कस किया था इन आवर प्रीवियस वीडियो जिसका लिंक मैं यहाँ ऊपर डाल दूंगी, जिसमें हमने पढ़ा था प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी सर्फेसेस और उसमें हमने पढ़ा था कि जो एफिशिएंट डिफ्यूजन करती हैं रेस्पिरेटरी सर्फेसेस उनका डायमीटर इट मस्ट बी 1 millimeter. Okay, so the diameter of respiratory surface of alveoli is 1 millimeter, which makes it very much beneficial for the gaseous exchange of lungs. Okay. Now if you look at here, these respiratory bronchioles are ending up into the alveoli, okay, and they are dividing and redividing into small air sacs which are alveoli. Now these ducts will not be called as respiratory bronchioles anymore, बल्कि हम इन्हें क्या कहेंगे बच्चे, they are the alveolar ducts. Alveolar ducts. Now if we look at the structure of alveoli, in the structure of alveoli, which is singular called as alveolus, okay, अगर हम इसके स्ट्रक्चर को देखें, there are no cilia and no smooth muscles. Okay, no cilia and no smooth muscles. But alveoli have pneumocytes, very thin layer of cells which are called as pneumocytes. Most of the pneumocytes are, आप कह सकते हैं, most of the pneumocytes are normal cells which are called as type 1. Type 1. Normal are regular pneumocyte cells which are type 1, but there is another type of pneumocyte cells which are present in the outermost lining of alveolus. These are type 2 pneumocytes. Okay. Why we are calling them special type of pneumocytes? Because they secrete surfactants. If you remember what are surfactants, I have discussed it already in my previous video. Go check it down. Okay. So these are the surfactants. They help to reduce surface tension. Clear? Okay. अगर by any chance कोई भी food item, ठीक है, अगर वो इंटर कर जाए किसी भी एल्वियोलस में, तो एल्वियोलस के अंदर बेटा देयर आर मैक्रोफेजेस. ओके, these macrophages which engulf these food items and then physically capture करके इस food item को it will take it to the bronchioles. From bronchioles they will be taken to the trachea, trachea से pharynx, pharynx से mouth और mouth से खांसी करके या कुछ भी इस तरह का रिफ्लेक्स सेक्शन, उससे हम लोग जो भी ऐसा फॉरेन पार्टिकल था उसको एनवायरनमेंट में फेंक दिया जाएगा. क्लियर? Now on the side of the outside of the alveolus there is a dense network of capillaries. So now जैसे कि हमें पता है कि लंग्स के अंदर जो ब्लड आता है into the capillaries, it comes through the pulmonary artery, and this pulmonary artery carries the blood which is deoxygenated blood. Now this alveolus and the capillaries are attached to each other through a membrane which is made up of proteins. Okay, ये जो मेम्ब्रेन होती है ये एल्वियोलस और कैपिलरीज को ज्वाइन करती है. ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन. अब देखेंगे हम कि जो एल्वियोलस होते हैं वो फंक्शन कैसे करते हैं. हम उन्हें रेस्पिरेटरी सरफेस क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि बेटा यहाँ पे गैसियस एक्सचेंज होता है. कैसे कि अब ये डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड था, तो इससे जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होगी इट विल बी डिफ्यूज इनटू द एल्वियोलस. ठीक है, एंड फ्रॉम दैट इट विल बी ब्रीथ आउट. क्लियर? जबकि एयर के अंदर जो ऑक्सीजन थी इट विल बी डिफ्यूज इनटू द ब्लड. ओके, and now this oxygenated blood will be carried by the pulmonary vein into heart, and then from heart it will enter into your body. Okay, so from all that we summed up that the alveoli forms the gas exchange surface of the lungs. Okay, that's all for today's video. Inshallah, in our next video we will discuss the structure of lungs. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel which is Homeostasis, and give it a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and yeah, press the bell icon so you will get notified every time I upload my new video. Peace out. Allah Hafiz.